More Australians evacuated from Wuhan are expected to arrive on Christmas Island in the next 24 hours. Our reporter Matt Cunningham joins us on the phone from Christmas Island, where around 240 Australians have already now been quarantined. Matt, are there any confirmed cases of coronavirus among that group, and what are we hearing about the conditions there?
Well, at this stage, the good news is that there are no confirmed cases of coronavirus within the Christmas Island detention centre. I've just been standing outside the detention centre this morning. It's hard to get very close to the facility itself, but from one vantage point you can see down into the centre. You can see that there were some AUSMAT staff, those medical professionals who've been sent over from Australia to Christmas Island, who've been talking to some of the evacuees. But at this stage, there are no confirmed cases of coronavirus within the facility. Now, at the moment, there are about 240 people, including dozens of children, who are being held inside that facility. There had been reports that they would be separated in to family groups, but I've since been told that that is not the case, that they will actually be free to mingle around with one another. As you can imagine, 14 days kept inside that detention centre is going to be a pretty dull time for the people here. Authorities are doing what they can to try to make their stay here as comfortable as possible. There have been some complaints that there's no Wi-Fi in the facility. There are actually attempts now to try and get some connectivity so that people can at least communicate with loved ones on the outside. There have also been some complaints about the conditions, although I'd have to say they were modest ones. One woman was complaining after she found a cockroach in one of the rooms, and there were some complaints about the fact that they needed to share toilet facilities. But overall, I think most people are pretty happy with the conditions that they have here at Christmas Island. So we are expecting, Ash, that up to 70 more Australians could arrive here as soon as tonight or early tomorrow morning. So that'll mean there'll be more than 300 people who will be held here on Christmas Island. Of course, they need to stay here for 14 days in quarantine before they are able to return to the Australian mainland.